toxic, poisonous, insidious. These are all words used to describe a certain number of classes that are really annoying to go against in Battle Royale. In this two-part series, I'll be going over the top 10 toxic classes in COD Mobile Battle Royale. Kicking things off at number 10, we have the Clown class. And just as its name, this class pictures perfectly the type of players its users are. This class ability allows the user to release 3 canine units to track the enemies in the area. It's good and all, but it's annoying having to fight the dogs instead of the player. And for some reason, the players using this class are usually some of the dumbest people in the game. You'd think this class makes you a cool clown, like the Joker or something. But nope. Just a typical run-of-the-mill carnivore act. It's common that as soon as you see the dogs, just know the keeper, aka the clown, is right behind them. It's basically in the name, a class ability that lets you hack into other players' systems. Now, it might seem harmless at first, but in the hands of a calculative team, it's like a doomsday device. Basically, an enemy can use this device to tap into the minimaps of all the enemies in the area and disable them, leaving y'all minimap blind until you find the hacker and take him down. You basically get an intermission while you're trying to win a match. And before you say, but as long as my field of view is okay, I'm good to go. Remember that the enemy's team has intel on you and your scout is basically helpless at this point. Being blinded by a screen of smoke while your enemy gets hit vision doesn't seem fair to me. Even if you were to guarantee by 100% that you had the best movements ever, when a whole squad can see you and shoot at you while you can't, it's a big disadvantage. This class feels more tactical and my thoughts were torn between this and the jet boost, but this won the toxicity battle mainly because of that annoying calm voice that comes on whenever the class ability is activated. Some might argue that this class ability isn't toxic, and I might agree. I myself use it all the time, and that's also the reason why it's on this list. Trickster allows you to deploy 2 holographic decoys of yourself that spawn from your location and run off in separate ways in an attempt to confuse the enemy. Now, I know there's a bunch of videos out there explaining how you can tell decoys from the original player, and some of y'all have already mastered this technique, but that fraction of a second that you take trying to figure out which one of these 3 is the real one can be catastrophic. My biggest fear is to come across a full squad running around in all matched outfits and one of them decides now's the best chance and deploys his decoys and the mass number rises from 4 to 6. This will take you some time to calculate your movement. Best course of action in this scenario is that you take off running. I also forgot to mention that upon using the ability, you gain acceleration for some time, which is the only reason why I use this, because I always find myself at the zone edges and that helps me out a lot. Any class that can deal damage on the opponent without the player even breaking a sweat is considered toxic to me. Spotter allows you to call in an area support and drop a bunch of cluster bombs on that spotted area twice. It's all fun and games until you realize this also hinders your movement, leaving you basically immobile, trapped under a rain of cluster bombs. The range that you can use this class ability is insane. All you have to do is point a laser to that target area and watch as the heavens rain fire upon your enemies. Absolutely toxic. That brings us to the end of this part. As always, please leave a sub to the channel and check out part 2 of this series in this video right here.